AI. Now, before AI takes all of our jobs, enslave us, and become our overlords, they get really dark.
What?
We might as well have a little fun with it first. Kaiber does start you off with a 7-day free trial, and then from there it's $5 a month. Goes up depending on what features you want. You can go up to, I think, 8 minutes of video at 8K or 4K, something like that. You can upscale and things like that. I hadn't gotten that far yet, but I'm gonna write this $5 out for right now. To get started, we're gonna go to create video. Then we're gonna go to transform existing video. I'm gonna pick out a segment from the last video I worked on. Then I'm gonna click create prompt. You can type in what you want here. For this, I'm just keep it simple and select one of their prompts. And then in the style of, you got different styles down here you can generate. Again, you can type in your own prompts. I'm just gonna go with one of their pre-generated ones. I'm going to video settings here at the bottom. The higher this is, the more liberties they take with the changing of the image. Set at 6. I'm gonna crank it all up to, I'm just leave it at 9. And then I'm gonna go to preview frames. From here, it's gonna generate 4 previews, and based off the preview, you select which one you want. It takes a little while, so we're gonna give it a minute. I ain't gonna lie. It's hidden.
I'm gonna come.
This, I like the one with a little fire here. This look kind of magic, like some Doctor Strange type. Or this one here. I'll go with this one. You actually can download the frames too and get a better look at them. That's hidden. I'm gonna click on it and then go to create video. This here is only like a 4-second clip, so it probably take about anywhere from 2 to maybe 5 minutes for it to actually create the video render. Now it's done. Got a preview here. You can see, because there's so much motion, it more or less kind of like loses track. But hey, it is what it is. And from there, I'm going to click download, and it downloads extremely fast and save. Once you have your footage, there's a number of ways you can apply it. These are some of the ways I use in a recent project. I got the original clip, and then I have the new AI clip. I'm just going to shorten this down. And then create like a little fade effect by grabbing this little handle here, pulling it down. It's going to create a fade out. And if I wanted to, I can actually bring this down here. I'm gonna hold Alt and copy clip, move it up. Then I'll stretch it out to the same length. Now just go through and then you can go through and like chop up the clip a little bit. Create the first fade out, let the AI play for a little while. Then I'll cut here, grab the pull down, let it fade in. This part here, I go back and make a split. And I delete it. Then I make another split right here towards the end of the clip. And I just make it a harsh cut, or harsh jump rather. So fade in, play it, fade back out, and just kind of mess around how you want. Now in this next example, you get the clear difference between a 1080p clip and a 6K clip. This here's my AI clip. You can see here it's 720p. I'm going to go ahead and rename it to AI. From here, I'm going to grab a resize node so it can automatically resize it to my timeline. So media one, you can see here is a 6K clip. I'll grab this resize node here and go back to my media out. And now they're both the same size. So now if I go under the resize node and grab a transform, move it to the side, you can see the clips are the same size now. Now what I want to do is mask out the AI clip and kind of make it like a flickering effect in between the real clip and the AI clip. And so when my AI clip is selected, I'm going to grab a rectangle mask. You notice that my AI clip is actually zoomed in, whereas my background clip is not. I go back to that project and actually show the full result with this actually being zoomed in. It looks a lot better. But for right now, I'll just show you how I set up the mask. So now I got everything resized. I want to bring in a mask. I'm clicking my AI clip and I'm going to bring in a rectangle mask. In the inspector tab, I'm going to set this to 1. And then I'm going to right click on width, modify width, and I'm going to select perturb. I'm going to the modifiers. So then I can select a modifier. That modifier is going to do is actually going to animate our mask open and close. I'm going to make some alterations so they don't open up too wide. So in the inspector tab, I bring down the strength a little bit and I turn up the wobble just a little. Actually, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And basically just want to play it to kind of get an idea of how far the mask is going to go. You also right here where it says value, you can actually turn it down as well. That will help limit how wide the mask opens up. I go back into tools. I'm going to crank up the software just a little bit. And then I'm going to disconnect my mask. I'm going to hit control and space. I'm going to grab a duplicate node. Then I'm going to right click the rectangle mask output, connect it to the duplicate node. I'm going to connect it to the background. Then I take the output of the duplicate node and connect it to the AI. Therefore, it's still acting as a mask. And inspector tab on my duplicate node, I'm going to turn this to 5.0. And my time offset going to be set at -1.8. And to be able to actually see the duplicates, I'm going to have to move the x-axis. Now, when I originally did this effect, I set the x-axis at 0.677. So now in place, you see the copies of the mask, but actually it's still too wide. So I'm going to go back into my rectangle mask, back into modifiers. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit more. Now you notice my framing is actually completely off because I had to move the x-axis to actually be able to view my duplicate node. I'm gonna use the transform node to more or less just move this back to the center. So I'm just move this over to pretty much where I'm happy where the AI clip is more or less in the center. That completes the setup. Now I'm gonna show you the actual full effect. I'm not exactly sure what happened towards the end here, but yeah. If you are enjoying today's video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We almost at 6K, if not already there. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, and I definitely appreciate your help. Back into the video. I messed around with the video transformation a little bit, so I'm gonna mess with the image and see what it does. From my understanding, I think it takes an image and turns it into a video. So I'm gonna click it, and then I'm gonna click on this image I have of Future and Jordan Lucas. I'm gonna click open. I'm gonna create prompt. Once again, I'm just gonna use the prompts they have. I'm gonna click the dancing cat and lost and video settings. It says select video duration. I'm gonna leave it set at 8. Camera movement. It goes to zoom in. You can pick more than once to zoom in and up, I guess. I'll just do zoom in. You can check this or leave it unchecked to show the original image. I'm gonna leave it checked. And say boomerang, do you want the video to play forwards for half duration, then reverse? I click yeah. This here is just like the video. The higher it is, the more wild it'll get with the settings. You can see here it says lower, more stable, higher, more wild. I'm gonna put it about 7 or 8, and then I'm gonna go to preview frames. All right, so we got it done here. Oh yeah, I gotta pick the one with the cat. You gotta go with the cat. So I'm gonna click on it and then create video. I'm gonna give it a minute, let it create the masterpiece. So now I'm back in Davinci, and this is the full preview. Start off with Jordan Lucas and Future, and then it just kind of like slowly transforms over time, almost like a stop motion movement. And the cameraman zooms in. I ain't gonna lie, this guy's kind of cool. So quick question, is this something you think you'll pick up on? For me personally, I think this might become a new monthly expense for me, or you're just gonna avoid the whole AI trend. Let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, you can click this video here to learn my color grading workflow. Until the next time, y'all be easy.